So I just got to the PlayStation headquarters and here is the PS5 Pro. Let's play some games. So Jay and I were at the headquarters and we got to spend a lot of time with the new PS5 Pro, comparing some of the most graphic intensive games out right now. And my goodness, I didn't expect the difference to be this big, but it is. So right out the bat, let's make it simple. What benefits do you get from having the PS5 Pro? Compared to how you play the regular PS5, you're basically going to be able to play those high frame rate modes and the graphic mode at the same time. PS5 Pro basically combines the two, so you no longer need to choose between whether or not you get the best graphical experience or the most fluid experience with the highest frame rate. So from my time playing it and seeing it in a bunch of different games, I think what blew my mind the most was the fact that in the Pro mode, every game will probably call it something different. In that mode, you're gonna see better graphics compared to like graphics mode on your regular PS5. That's crazy. Look at the texture of this. It's one thing to expect both of those modes combined, but a whole nother thing to get better graphics at the same time. And I don't know about you guys, but I struggle picking between the two modes. I like playing games where graphics are a big part of it. I'm a big Final Fantasy guy. You know, Final Fantasy's whole thing has always been about having the best graphics, amazing scenery, great looking characters. So I always struggle with picking between the two. And with this, you don't have to. And it's basically doing that with new internal hardware. We've got the same CPU, 67% boost in the GPU computing cores. We're also going to be seeing 45% faster rendering times and also a 28% increase in speed for the RAM. It's gonna be able to load in graphics more quickly. And one thing that I saw a lot while playing is the increased amount of ray tracing. And we've seen some ray tracing on the PS5, but with the PS5 Pro, they take it to a whole nother level. I'm talking about details like when you're driving in a racing game, seeing your car's reflection on another car's body, or even raindrops falling on the track, flying off of the wheels if you're going really fast speeds in some of these racing games, and even just playing Spider-Man. Being able to look out into the distance and see much cleaner buildings, smoother text from billboards, from everything I've seen so far, it is just a way better PS5. Now, we're not gonna ignore the elephant in the room. Yes, this thing has a ton of power. You can see the difference when playing, but it costs $700.
Okay.
That's a lot of money. And if you already own a PS5, chances are, unless you're a diehard fan, it's going to be hard to justify picking this up when you've already got one. Now, if you're somebody who loves playing their PS5, you like spending time on your PS5, you like playing your games, and really enjoy it, it's kind of up to you whether or not it's worth that price tag. All I can say right now is that from my time playing it, the difference is clearly visible.
You feel like computers or?
Oh, for me, I'm a console guy through and through. I still kind of struggle with having multiple different platforms to find the game I want to play. There's so many different ones. When you've got a console, man, you just buy your game and you're done. Obviously, the big difference is one is a full-blown computer and one is strictly about the games. But when you're getting the quality of graphics that I was seeing with the PS5 Pro, I don't know, man, could be worth it. But Jay, let's say you didn't have a PS5, you wanted to get one. Would you spend the $700 knowing the graphics and performance is better? Or would you go for the regular one?
I will go for the Slim, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because I only need it to play the FIFA. That's the only game I play.
Fair enough, fair enough. What about you, Gene? Would you pay $700 for a console?
Yeah,
Be honest. Yeah? Yeah, I think I'm in Gene's camp. I would do it because I like very graphic intensive games and I like having great performance. I play a lot of different games, so I get if you're only playing FIFA, that's fair. So there's lots of internal upgrades, but we haven't really talked much about the hardware. This thing does look different from like your standard PS5 Slim. So one thing that you're gonna notice is that it's got these larger vents where there's like this single strip for the Slim version. There's actually multiple vents on the Pro. Now, I don't know if it's just like a design thing or if it's meant to help cool it a little bit more, but it's got like a more aggressive look to it. It's a little bit taller than the Slim, similar to like the previous PS5, the original, but it doesn't look anywhere near as big as the original PS5. It looks like the Slim, but just a little bit taller. Now, in terms of ports, in the front, you got 2 USB-C ports. In the back, you got your HDMI, Ethernet, 2 USB-A ports, and of course your power. One thing that I do like is the little attention to detail with Sony. They've got like the triangle, X, square, circle logos. They've got it all over the back plate and it looks awesome. But that's the regular PS5 Pro, and I can't believe I'm saying that before this thing comes out. Did you guys see the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary edition? I don't know, but it's stressing me out. That thing looks amazing. I'm so mad I missed out on the 20th anniversary PS4s, and this looks so good. So check it out. PlayStation's got this crazy bundle with the PS5 Pro. You also get the DualSense Edge controller, its case, and you get a charging dock. All of that is going to come in a single bundle, as well as some extra memorabilia like some posters. I think you get one of 30, and there's only going to be 12,300 units. I know I'm not gonna be able to pre-order it. Why would they make something that looks that good, that limited? But that is an ode to the release date of the original PlayStation, which dropped on December 3rd, 1994. That's well before your time, Gene. Dang, I'm mad I'm even telling you guys. The less people that know, the better, but I know my chances are near zero anyway, but this thing looks absolutely amazing. Seeing it in person. Now, they have other versions that aren't going to be quite as limited. You'll be able to get the standard PS5 Slim with the 30th anniversary. You'll also be able to get your hands on, I think, the DualSense Edge. No, the DualSense is going to be sold separately. And there's also going to be the PlayStation Portal. PlayStation Portal? That looks so good. These are some of the best looking consoles that PlayStation has ever dropped. And I'm just like, I don't know what the price is of the bundle though. I imagine it's gonna be pretty expensive. And then some scalper's gonna buy it and they're gonna sell it for like $4,000. Oh,
those are the worst.
The worst. Sony came out with something absolutely fantastic there, and that is why I'm stressed. But I'll say this, guys, the PS5 Pro, from what I've seen and the time I spent with it, it looks really good. It looks really good. It's gonna put out better graphics thanks to AI upscaling than the best graphic modes that the PlayStation 5 has right now, while still giving you better performance. I just wonder if you could consider it to be next gen worthy. Not really. I'll say this, when I get my hands on it, of course, I'll review it, let you guys know what it's like to play games on it, especially if the game might not have been optimized for the PS5 Pro. That's gonna be a big thing too. These games have to be optimized for it. So we'll see just how much better they might perform even without that optimization. We'll wait for the full review to see that. But as of right now, I'm impressed by the games that have been optimized. So big performance boost or not, let me know what you guys think of the price and if it's worth it to you. And last thing I want to say is please don't try to pre-order the new PS5 Pro 30th anniversary edition. Leave some for Jet. Later.